This episode of Financewize is sponsored by Sanlam Namibia Holdings. Congratulations to Ms. Esther N. Matthias of Swakopmund and Ms. Diolinda Damases of Rundu, the lucky winners of 2 of the 15 BlackBerry Curve cell phones courtesy of Sanlam Namibia Holdings. Keep watching Financewize, now airing at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays on NBC, to stand a chance of winning one of the remaining 13 cell phones courtesy of Sanlam Namibia Holdings. Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Financewize, the show that empowers you to make informed decisions about your money. I'm Danta Kostumi Melani, and in today's episode, we'll be looking at life insurance. You might not be aware of it, but you make a big difference in the lives of the people close to you. For your circle of friends and family, you are a source of guidance, love, encouragement, and countless other blessings. But there is an inner circle of people with whom you are even more intimately involved. For them, you also provide financial care and support. What would happen to these loved ones if you passed away and were no longer there for them? Before we go further into this topic, let's see what ordinary Namibians have to say about life insurance.
Do you have people that are dependent on you to survive financially?
Yes, I've got 2 kids.
What would happen to them if you were to die today?
Please let that not happen. No. Therefore, I've got a life insurance for those 2 kids.
So you have heard about life cover?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, you need to. There's no way out of that.
What is a life cover?
To what?
What is a life cover?
A life cover is if I die, that at least my children have something that they can live on. So if I die, they get money so they can study and they can afford life.
Do you have people that are dependent on you to survive financially?
Yes.
What would happen to them if you would die today?
Well, some of them are covered, some of them, under my insurance policy, some not. So, yeah.
Have you heard of life cover?
Yes, I have heard.
What is that?
That's life insurance. Yeah.
So do you have a life insurance policy?
Yes, I've got 2.
Have you ever heard of life cover?
Yes, I have heard of life cover.
What is it?
Life cover is like, if something has to happen to you, like you get into a road accident or you have to die, you are covered financially, as in funeral costs, and anything happens, you have money at that emergency,
Do you have a life insurance policy?
Yes, I do.
Do you have people that are dependent on you to survive financially?
Yes.
What would happen to them if you were to die today?
I don't know.
Have you ever heard of life cover?
Yes.
What is that?
Life cover is like it's an insurance you take out for family, dependents or whatever you have at the time, depending on the person you are, single mom, whatever. So it means if you die today, that cover would support them after you have gone or you have passed on. That's what I think.
Do you have a life insurance policy?
No.
Do you have any people that are dependent on you to survive financially?
Yeah, I got my workers. They work for me. Yeah.
What would happen to them if you were to die today?
They'll be out of jobs.
Have you ever heard of life cover?
Yeah, I've heard.
What is life cover?
It's an insurance when you die and a policy, something like that.
Do you have a life insurance policy?
No.
The next training clip looks at life insurance in more detail. A life insurance policy is a long-term insurance policy that we take out to provide for the financial needs of loved ones when we die and are no longer able to do so. You insure your life usually for a lump sum such as 200,000 Namibian dollars, which is paid to your family if you die. A life insurance policy ensures that a specified amount of money will be available for settling your debts or looking after your dependents after your death. Many people still wrongly believe that life insurance is a waste of time and that they would rather save their money in a bank or invest it in a unit trust where they at least know that they will get something in return. While this is another very good investment option and nothing is essentially wrong with it, consider what would happen if you suddenly died. Will the investments in the bank or your unit trust pay out enough to ensure the financial survival of your family? A life policy covers the gap between what you want to do and what you are able to do. For example, you want to continue to provide a comfortable life for your wife, husband, or children. You want to ensure your children attend good schools where they can get a good education when you are no longer there. This is what you want, but with your death, unable to do. By taking out a life policy, you can ensure that this becomes a reality. Basically, anyone who has something he or she needs to provide for should he or she die should take out a life insurance policy. If you stand to lose financially should a certain person, for example, wife, husband, business partner, etc., die, you may take out a policy on that particular person's life as well. A breadwinner, that is the person in the family who is usually working and provides for the whole family. A non-breadwinner, the person who stays at home, looks after children and ensures that the household runs smoothly, or business can also take out a life insurance policy. We talked to Rian Liebenberg of Sanlam Namibia Holdings to give us some more insight into life insurance policies and how they work.
Okay, I'm Rian Liebenberg. I'm the General Manager for Distribution for the Sanlam Namibia Holdings Group. In essence, I'm responsible for all the sales force. That's now all the advisors and agents, and our group comprises of two companies, the Sanlam Namibia and then also NamLife. And I'm also responsible for the broker fraternity in the company. So the core business for distribution or for the salespeople is then to go out and go and do through financial analysis. They can determine the specific insurance needs for the clients out there, and then we will provide them with the necessary products for that specific need. Okay, a whole life policy is, the bottom line of it is that it is for your whole life. That's why it's also a whole life policy. And this is where you as a client got the need for a certain cover amount, where we as a company then cover your life for that specific amount for your whole life. So this policy will go on to your death. And as long as you pay the premiums, we will cover you for that specific amount. So on your death, then this specific cover amount will pay out to your beneficiaries. You are allowed to put some beneficiaries on your policy. And if you did not put beneficiaries on, then this cover amount will pay out to your estate. Now, normally this is, or the need for this whole life policy is to provide your beneficiaries or your estate with a certain cash amount that can look after them after your death. A term life policy it's almost the same as the whole life. The only difference is it is for a specific term. So we also cover your life, but now not till you die, but for a specific term. Now you will ask me what are we using it for? This is specifically for, say for instance, you take out a loan at the bank to buy a house. Then we will give you this cover amount for a specific term, and this normally relates to the term of the loan where you buy or where you pay back the loan, say for instance 15 years or 20 years. Then we will give you this term cover policy just specific for this term, and as soon as that term expires, then also the contract expires and you've got no cover anymore.
Another type of life insurance policy is what is known as a universal policy, which is similar to a whole life policy but has an investment component. It does consist of two parts, the life cover, as in the case of a whole life policy or term, and the endowment or savings element. As you pay your premiums on the policy and after costs of risk and other expenses have been recovered, the policy starts to build up a savings account. Eventually, this savings account might be worth more than the amount specified as life cover. Lately, however, universal policies have lost some of their appeal because of volatile markets. The argument being that because the savings component is influenced by markets, it does not guarantee a fixed rate of growth, and that you can invest a part of your premiums that is being saved in an endowment fund in a different product with potentially better returns. However, a universal policy is an easy way to build up a nest egg through disciplined savings while still enjoying the benefits of life cover.
We all want success. Some of us want to retire young, and some just want a comfortable salary. Some will start their own business. Others will start a family. Some crave the excitement of the stock market, and some demand guarantees. Some want to own property, and others want to leave a legacy. Some long for a sense of security, and some want to live for every moment. We all want different things, because we are all different. Sanlam, we're thinking ahead. Are you?
Sanlam Namibia Holdings is offering one lucky viewer an awesome prize, a BlackBerry Curve cell phone. All you have to do is answer the following question. Which product did we discuss in today's episode? Is it A, savings, B, life insurance policies, or C, retirement planning? SMS FW followed by your answer A, B, or C, your name and your town to 62221. That is 62221. Do not miss this opportunity to win yourself a BlackBerry Curve cell phone. The winner will be announced during the next Sanlam episodes of Financewize. Today on CareerWise, we chatted to Signoria Maseke, who is the Supervisor Premium Administrator at NamLife, one of the subsidiaries of Sanlam Namibia Holdings. She will inform us about the career of a premium accounting consultant.
My name is Signoria Maseke. I'm a premium accounting supervisor. I'm responsible for overseeing the reconciliations of premiums from bank debit order, government stop order, or private stop order. The main duties of a premium accounting supervisor is the collection of premiums and running of tapes and files in order for us to get those premiums and reconciling them. The way it's done is via private companies. We have liaisons with the stop order companies. They deduct premiums for us and we come and reconcile them on client policies. And the government stop order, we have a connection with APS that we can request payment from for government employees, and as well as bank debit order that we request files from various banks. The least qualification is at least a grade 12 certificate, and you should have had accounting and mathematics. And also you must know your way around administration. You must be an administrative person. You must know your way around finances. You must be creative, innovative. You must be able to think out of the box, because there are situations where you'll be required to think on your toes. You must be accountable and be very trustworthy as we work with the finances and monies of people. Procedures involved are, as I said earlier on, we have 3 modes of payment. We have bank debit order, we have government stop order, and we have private stop order. For government stop order, you must be linked to a system that we call APAs, which is Aerial Payment Solutions. It makes the government stop order easier. We request it via files, in bundles of files. You can submit as many files as possible and reconcile at the end of the month with what they pay in the bank. On private stop orders, we have individual contracts with different companies, and each company will then deduct from their employers or employees the different premiums that the employer has with us, and we pay that and reconcile that with the policy that the person might have with us. With bank debit order, we will then also submit various files on various action dates, and on those action dates we request 2 days or 3 days prior to the time, and we get the money from the bank and reconcile it at the end of the month with unpaid of what was not provided for. And that is how we then see who was paid for or who was not paid for in terms of premiums.
We would like to thank Sanlam Namibia Holdings in general and NAM Life in particular for allowing us to take a glimpse into the professional careers in the life insurance industry. Now that we have explored life insurance in detail, we'll look at this important service offered by Sanlam Namibia to its client in practice. After all, at the end of the day, what matters is the service offered to clients. Jimmy and Emily are a happily married couple living with their 2-year-old daughter. Jimmy is the breadwinner of the family and the love of Emily's life. They both agreed that Emily should concentrate on being a stay-at-home mom while their daughter is still young. They always do everything together as a family and never have any financial problems. Then one day, tragedy strikes. Jimmy is killed suddenly in a car accident. Emily is devastated and cannot contain her grief.
Who is it? Hi, Peter.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
You're busy washing dishes.
Yes.
Let me help you then. So, how have you been doing?
I'm not fine, Peter. I'm drowning in debt. I mean, I owe for this house, I owe for the car, and I left the kids at my sister's place.
Why did you leave the kids at your sister's place?
I can't afford to pay school fees. Where will I get that type of money? Look at all this receipts. I cannot afford to pay for all these things. This one's for the car.
Why is the kids at your sister's place?
I can't afford to pay for school fees. I don't have that kind of money, Peter.
But didn't your husband leave you some... Wasn't your husband insured in something like...
No, not that I know of.
He didn't ever talk to you about some kind of insurance company, maybe Sanlam or something like that?
I do remember him saying that once or twice, but I wasn't really listening.
Because you also talked to me about something like that, about Sanlam opening up insurance, something at Sanlam. Maybe we should try and find out. Maybe me and you can go there and find out.
We should go.
But don't worry, everything will be fine.
I hope so, Peter.
Yeah, we will sort it out, don't worry. Hey Mike, what's up?
Hello Peter, how are you?
Good, what are you doing?
Drawing up my budget.
Okay. Why are you not at work?
And why are you not at work?
I'm asking you the question, you're asking me a question back. I'm not at work because I have this issue that I'm trying to figure out with Emily. You know, she recently lost her husband and I don't know if the guy has a life cover or something like that. Because she has all these problems with her debts and things like that.
A life cover? But what is life cover?
What? You don't know what life cover is? Come, everybody knows what life cover is. Life cover is an insurance that that provides financial needs for you or for your family or loved ones when you die one day. You have to think about this because what would you do if your wife would die one day? Huh? What do you think would happen to you?
Oh please, you're scaring me now, man.
But my friend, you really should. No one wants to think about dying, especially at this young age, you know. But eventually it will happen. Just think about it. Like you can die from anything, huh? Like you can die from a car accident, illnesses, any kind of maybe disease or anything, you know. You should always prepare. Just look at Natasha right now. Her husband died and she's well off right now. All her debts got paid. She doesn't have a problem with the school kids' school fees because she had life cover. All those things kept the policy paid out and now she's living well, even when her husband is dead right now. So you have to think about that. Maybe we'll talk to your wife or something.
Now I have to go home and I have another whole long night to convince Joanna to open us a life cover. But I hope she won't think that I'm trying to kill her for her policy money.
Yeah, you have a point there, my friend. It's true.
Emily, accompanied by her husband's best friend Peter, meet with her husband's financial advisor at Sanlam to find out the state of Jimmy's financial affairs following his death. Luckily, Jimmy had planned ahead and secured his family's financial future by taking out life insurance cover. The insurance policy he left behind paid out enough money for Emily and her daughter's lives to return to normal financially.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Peter.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, man.
Peter, I'm so happy. I appreciate you helping me out. And the life policy thing, it was just great. Thank you so much.
So everything is paid off?
The house is paid, the car is paid, and the kids back to school.
Yes.
Isn't that wonderful?
That's great news. I see you even have new furniture and everything.
Yeah, look at that TV.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Beautiful TV. Even way bigger than mine.
Please.
Yeah, but you know, your husband was a good friend of mine, and you know, since he's gone, you know, I can always help around in the house because I was thinking of maybe moving in since there's no man in the house.
No, Peter, we're fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, we're fine.
But I'm just next door. You can always just call me if you need anything.
We will.
You know, if you need anything, you can I'll be there.
I will.
You know.
Thank you so much.
Cool, man. Thanks, man.
Okay.
We'll call you again.
Okay.
Okay. I'll always check on you.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's appreciated.
Thanks.
Right.
Sanlam Namibia Holdings is offering one lucky viewer an awesome prize, a BlackBerry Curve cell phone. All you have to do is answer the following question. Which product did we discuss in today's episode? Is it A, savings, B, life insurance policies, or C, retirement planning? SMS FW followed by your answer A, B, or C, your name and your town to 62221. That is 62221. Do not miss this opportunity to win yourself a BlackBerry Curve cell phone. The winner will be announced during the next Sanlam episodes of Financewize. Life cover provides for the financial needs of your loved ones in the event of your death. It ensures that a specified amount of money will be available for settling your debts or looking after your dependents after your death. No one likes to think about dying, especially when you're young and healthy. But every day people die in car accidents, of illnesses, or purely due to natural causes. By taking out life cover, you can be assured that the hopes, dreams, and happiness of your loved ones need not disappear with your passing away. Please remember that the points made on this program are not meant to give you personal advice. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to life insurance. The point of this program is to give you a more tangible look at how a business person or individual might implement the ideas discussed. There are many other alternatives out there. We strongly encourage you to explore them and see what works best for you. Whatever you do, keep the ideas we've discussed in mind and never stop trying to learn more. This is Dansukas Jimmy Malani, encouraging you to get finance-wise. See you next time. This episode of Financewize was brought to you by Sanlam Namibia Holdings.